When you're using leash pressure, would that be like your default, the figure eight, like looping it over the dog's snout as well? Or do you start out with just regular slip lead? Is there a time and a place where you think it's best suited to do the loop over the nose? Like, tell us a little bit more about that, because that's not even something, like, I don't use that a lot. So
Right.
I'm kind of curious too.
I will say I do use it on probably more than half of the dogs that come in. Again, I typically get dogs that are unbalanced and have behavioral issues on top of just that they counter surf, right? So the way I look at it, and who's helped me actually define why I do it, I added something to my training, which I hadn't done in many, many, many years. Oregon Tails, they use the same leash. They use it's a flat material that has to be kind of set, because when you twist it, you have to straighten it out. So it's a little different than mine is round. I won't just slap a loop on a dog, because some of them really flip out. They're so used to being able to say no to their owners. Some dogs, it's like magic. I don't even know why it works so well, but Jonathan always said that it's similar to the way a horse wears a halter. Like, you could never control a horse that weighs a ton, right? You can't put a leash around a horse's neck, but you can put a halter on a dog. And people have probably seen, there was a viral video out about a horse that had a halter on, and the halter was actually tied to a plastic chair, but the horse didn't know that he couldn't move, because it controls the brain. It's like a chill pill effect on the brain. So a lot of times they'll fight it, but then once they acclimate to it, they just come out on the other side. They completely surrender. So it's a call that I kind of have to make.
So somebody was asking, and I don't know if it's possible with your setup to show like how you do it, like how to get the leash in that configuration on a dog.
You open up, you pull down the keeper so that you can make a nice big loop like this, right? Come here, Odie, come here. So basically, while I've got this open nice and wide like this, I'm going to hold it together here where the keeper is, and I'm going to slip it over his head. And as I'm holding this in the back, right between his ears, up high, I'm going to reach down here and make a figure eight. So I just make a figure eight, slip it over the muzzle, and then I'm going to adjust it. So I adjust it up here so it's under his eyes. And then this is really important. And then in the back, I'm actually going to adjust it so that it sits kind of in that little canal, that little groove right behind the ears. I'm going to pull it up there. Sometimes I'll get the skin like that and just pull it so that it's nice and high. Then I put the keeper down, and then I get my little backup piece here, and I clip it onto his flat collar. Now it's just going to be so easy, especially for like people that are, maybe older. And that's the other nice thing about it, of course, is with the power loop on, you can see it goes crisscrosses under the chin. Nothing goes around the throat. So there's no possibility of choking